So first, what made you want to jump into this race and run for Davenport Mayor?
I have been working in politics for a while now, and I work in politics because I think that we have an opportunity as citizens to change the structures around us. And for those who speak up, whose voices are being heard through voting, they are the ones who make those structural changes. However, as a resident um, and working in politics, seeing some of the things that impact us greatest, which is, our local government, our local economy, public safety. Those things are, again, part of the daily struggle, if you will. I'm a mother. I'm a woman. I live here. I was born here, grew up here. I have children who go to school, and so they are going through all of the pains and struggles that everyone else who is a Davenport citizen is going through. And I think that it's important to take charge when you see something wrong or something that is missing. I think we as citizens have the responsibility to step up and say, all right, I'm going to do this. I'll fix it since it's not being fixed.
Okay. And so I guess what would you do different if elected mayor? What would be, I guess, your platform?
My platform is, well, first of all, it is on my website, athenaformayor.com. But one of the things I'll be looking at very closely is public safety. We'll be looking at social justice and what we can do to implement more inclusivity into the city, including local government and local officials. And I really want to take a closer look at infrastructure and how that is paired with environmental justice. The two are very, very close, and it's something that I don't think that we prioritize as much as we should.
Okay. Speaking of public safety, you've been a vocal advocate for reforming police practices. I guess if elected mayor, how would you, I guess, go about approaching public safety? And, what of, I guess, criticisms or concerns that, voters in Davenport might have about the so-called defund the police movement, particularly at a time when Davenport is seeing an increase in violent crime?
Sure. Yes, I have been a vocal, I've been an advocate for the community. And yes, against any type of implicit bias or racial profiling, bad police practices. I am not against policing, and I think that there is a difference. As far as defund the police, those words have never come out of my mouth. As far as my platform with public safety is concerned, I'm looking at reimagining public safety. I agree, this is an emergency. We really need to take a closer look at how our structures that are already in place are affecting the community here, and why certain people become violent. Are there things that we are missing? Do we need to take a closer look at our schools? Do we need to take a closer look at mental health? Do we need to take a closer look at the homeless or affordable housing options? Violence is something that is, people don't wake up and decide, hey, I'm going to be a violent person. It is the result of frustration. It is the result of things that have happened, whether that be in their lives or something that they see. It's the direct effect of things that are missing. And I think that if we reimagine public safety and look at it from a human perspective, and not so much as a written in stone policy perspective, I think that we can change some things. We don't have to get rid of everything, but I do think that shifting the narrative, being community led, listening to the ideas of the community, and looking at it through the lens, once again, of people we can change things for the better.
Okay. How do you feel about the approach that Mayor Matson has taken thus far related to public safety and this uh, violent crime community task force that he's put together?
I'm running against him. Is my comment. I think we can do better. That's about all I have to say about what his, I guess his current plan is concerned. For the betterment of our community, I'm always going to be rooting for our community, and I hope that everything that we do to keep our citizens safe works. But I'm running against him because I think that I can do better.
Okay. And I understand that you'll be, making your public announcement at the Juneteenth celebration on Saturday. I guess why the decision to time it or tie it to that Juneteenth celebration? Is there something significant about that?
Yeah, there is. I actually wrote to Mayor Matson a little more than a year ago, and I was perusing on the city website looking for my ward meeting, and I noticed on the city calendar Juneteenth was not a holiday that we recognized on our city calendar, and so I thought, well, maybe that's a glitch. So I looked through a couple of the other city calendars, and once again, it just wasn't on there. So I emailed the mayor and asked if we could please get it on the city calendar. Iowa as a state already recognized Juneteenth, but we as a city, we need to also take part. He emailed me back right away and said, absolutely. And would you like to receive, we will have a proclamation and, officially declare Juneteenth as Juneteenth. So I said, yeah, I'd love to accept the proclamation. And so I did. And it's just kind of full circle that it just, Juneteenth is happening on a Saturday. And after accepting the proclamation, as many people know, I ended up going back to City Council Wednesday after Wednesday to talk about things that we can improve in the community and things that I thought that the City Council could improve upon. And I say, after about a year of asking and demanding, sometimes I'm taking it into my own hands. And so again, yes, it's full circle. Juneteenth is significant in that way.
All right. And then lastly, how can people learn more about you and your campaign?
Yeah, so our website is up. It's athenaformayor.com, and they can come out on Saturday, June 19th. The program is from 11 until 6. It's at the Lincoln Center. I am going to be on stage around the 1 o'clock hour, so I can make my announcement for candidacy very public. And then we will have a follow-up meeting on June 30th at Harrington Park for anyone in the community who wants to come out and say hi and ask more questions, get to know the campaign and get to know myself.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.